out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken very short.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
General West. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. Fight.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Switch. 80 weapon. Hey, wahoo. Snap.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's a 32-yard line.
Ready. 51 to Mike. Check. Bravo. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, get on the weight room. Be Griffin.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the double. Mike, he's coming. Check in. What's the run? They're running, man. Let's go.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Greystone, travel.
Block to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Hey, zoom. Pilot, 64, weak. Set the tone, defense, let's go. Switch.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Jones operating from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Get ready. Watch the eye. 61, matchbox light. Hey, seam 6. 5.
To throw again. Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Jones on first down. And he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Your trip is here.
Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings us
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Locke. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 24.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chop.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Screenplay, Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. A Underneath for Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Foxtrot. Yo, go. Now.
Again, it's locked. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On the ready. Watch the pass. Look, squeeze. Watch twitch. Watch it go.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and letting the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, for the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. 18 Gator. Check in. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Slam. Save. Check 43. Protein spill. Five. Ready.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Back. Greystone travel. Mike's 59. Tackles. Hey, Zoo. 9, Mike 9. Snap.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Jack Fox now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got you, son. You're all mine, baby. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Mike 51. Come for you. Lead driven.
Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Ready.
Jones now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 59, Mike. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
61, matchbox lights. Check in. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Barkley.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 60 or. Topper. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, seam 6. 5.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Now Locke eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that, but it wouldn't bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Throwing on first down. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
We want it. Come to my world. Check. Crunch. 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 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Hey, exit. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Now Jones operating from the gun to Barkley on the check down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Let's go.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, Charlie. General West. 51's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 51. Mike 51.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
5.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Look at me.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Got it. Hey, box drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 96. Watch one. Hey, 96.
On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
90.
At the 2-yard line.
Protein spill. Quick edge.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might watch.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. Fresno. Yes. Check. Watch 54.
Jones on first and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Set. 60 outlaw. 54. Hey, check.
From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Lock. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Five.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96. You.
Yep.
Mike 96. Check.
Hey!
Mike 96. I'm coming for you. You mine. 49.
Hey, lock it.
Check 49.
Yo, go. Snap.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
51, Mike 51. Here we go. 51's the Mike.
Shoot.
Throwing Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be a 34-yard attempt. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.